Hey, it's Danielle, your favorite business strategist and OBM. If you are looking to structure your business for more freedom and life-work balance, then you're in the right place. Let's dive in. All right, you guys, today we're going to be talking about support systems and how crucial it is to have support on this journey. One of the things that I have invested in to get me to where I am is, oh my gosh, business besties, my accountability partners who have become my best friends, truly the bestest friends I've had in my entire life. These girls are my ride or die. It doesn't matter what we're going through. We talk life, we talk business, we talk it all. And they have truly been that one thing that has been constant throughout this journey. Like, I literally owe my life to them, I feel like, because they have been there for me day in, day out, week to week, month to month, year to year, throughout the journey that I've been on. And, you know, while I believe investing in coaches and mentors and consultants and marketing and all those things are a huge part of your journey and that you should invest in those things, it's very important that you know and understand what you need before you invest in those things. Because if you don't understand what you're needing, it's kind of hard to just blindly go out there and invest. So, when it comes to just, getting to that place of understanding what it is that you need, I highly, highly, highly recommend going out there and finding yourself some kind of accountability partner, especially if you're like me and are a verbal processor and you need to verbally process through things and to talk things out so that way you can get what you need in order to get it out of you, of what you need. So then it's easier for you to go out there and say, okay, this is what I need, and then start searching for that person that you need. Recently, one of my friends sent me a podcast and I was listening to it, and the woman was talking about investing in support on it as well. And she's like, your values are something that you really have to consider when investing. And while I agree with her, oh my gosh, I also don't agree with what she was saying in a sense. So what she was saying in the podcast episode was that you have to go out there and seek who has the results that you already want. And while that part is kind of true, I mean, you can do that. You can go out there and invest in the person who has the results you want, has the life you want, has all the things. But the truth is, their human design is not like yours. And so, even so, like, this is something that I fell into. Like, I looked at business owners and I business hacked them on how they were, I even mentioned this in the last episode, like, I business hacked what they were doing when it come to strategies that they were using. But what came up for me was a lot of the things that they were doing were for their outgoing personalities. I'm an introvert. And so it was really hard for me to show up and do the things that they were doing in their business, right? This was a whole new muscle that I didn't even have. And so it made building business really, really hard. I literally had to learn how to tap into, and this is what we're going to go into on the next episode. But I had to tap into what was aligned with me and my personality and my human design. So back up to investing in support. What this other podcaster was talking about was the fact that, if you have a 25-year-old business coach, she doesn't have any kids, and she is in that hustle zone. Financial gain is her goal. Of course, she's going to be in hustle mode and she's going to do different strategies than the mom who wants a part-time business and is, that 30-ish year old with multiple kids, and the kids are, she lives that family first lifestyle and they need her. Especially if she has toddlers and infants, right? And that is very, very true. But what this woman was saying is you need to invest in the person who has those same values and the same um, lifestyle as what you're wanting. And while I agree with that, I also disagree with that, because that's just like me. I am a business strategist. When it comes down to it, I have your best intention in mind. It's not about me. It's not about what I've done. So when you're investing, you have to know that there's two types of coaches out there. There's the skills coach who is going to teach you the things that they have done to be successful. And then you're going to have more of that strategist type coach, which is myself, who is going to teach you what is best for you. And so that's where I really disagreed with this woman on her podcast, because she didn't go into that and she didn't talk about that. She was only talking about the values that the people had, in the sense of a 25-year-old coach is not going to value the time that you need for your family, which I agree with, because I have hired that younger coach who did not have children, and she definitely did not understand my need whenever I got started and was needing support in my business. She did not understand. I've had coaches who would tell me, you just need to go get a job. And then we talked about how frugal my life was when we started our business. We needed our businesses because we were living in such a frugal spot. I had 3 kids that needed daycare. In order to send them to daycare, I was going to be paying to go to work with the gas guzzler SUV that I drive. And it didn't make any sense to me. So the only thing that did make logical sense was to start a business where I could be home with my kids, still be the parent of those kids, which goes with along with my values. I think a mama should raise her children. And so, when you take those values that I had, and when I hired and invested in these coaches who didn't believe in family values and they're just now having kids, they didn't understand. And it's so funny to watch now as they're having kids, how they're really rearranging and restructuring their businesses to now support these new values that they have. And so when I say, be careful who you invest in, definitely take the time to do your research on people and know where they stand, and know whether or not you're investing in a skills coach who is going to teach you what they did to be successful. And if that is the case, you need to make sure that your personality is like theirs, you agree with the strategies that they're going to be teaching and all the things, because literally what you're doing is you're basically business hacking them and implementing what they've done into your business. So be very, very careful whenever you're hiring skills coaches like that, because you may come out disappointed when you find out that, what they're offering doesn't align with you. And this is where, the aligned entrepreneur comes from. Every single strategy you implement in your business not only has to work together for that efficient flow, but it also has to be aligned with you, especially if you're going to be a solopreneur and be working the business yourself. So you're going to be the one that has to go out there and actually do the actions. If you can't get yourself to take the actions, of course, this will be another episode as well. We're going to talk about mindset and mastering your own actions, but it's not as hard as you think. You're not supposed to be going out there and forcing yourself to do things that you don't want to do. That is the hardest way to have success. And that's what this podcast is all about. It's truly about alignment. And so, yes, while I agree with that other podcaster, your values are crucial to your success, and knowing what your values and priorities are, because then you can then definitely strategize your business to suit you. To suit you in this moment, in this season. Again, just like I said in the last episode, envisioning your future, knowing what you want. You have to do that over and over again throughout the seasons in your business, because the seasons change. We're literally entering fall right now. Leaves are falling off. In our businesses, things have to fall away once we outgrow them, right? But we don't have to force ourselves to gain new skills in an area that we're not interested, and grow muscles that we don't even have. We get to play by our skill sets and what feels aligned to us. And when we do that, success is so much easier. And oh my gosh, I could talk about this forever, but my child has a dentist appointment and we've got to go. But I did want to hop in here today and talk about, those values and support, because it is crucial. You need a support system in your business. You're going to want accountability partners. You're going to want friends. You're going to want those people that you go to when things come up, and just to have that support of emotional support, to just be able to say, hey, this is what's going on. And them just validate that, okay, you're having a breakdown. It's okay. And to encourage you to keep going and all of those things. You need those people in your life. It's not always you need somebody to help you figure something out. But when you do need somebody to help you figure something out that is over your skill set, then it's time to invest. It is also time to invest when you realize you don't have those skill sets that you need. So you either need to go out there and learn them, or you need to delegate and outsource because it's just too much, right? And that's where, of course, my OBM services come in, because a lot of times there are just parts of your business that you just don't have the capacity for, and that's okay. As women, we have to learn to ask for support. Teamwork makes the dream work. But in order to have the right team, you have to know what it is that you need support with. Don't go out there blindly investing. So definitely get yourself some accountability partners, or get in a mastermind or something to where you can ask questions, learn, verbally process, and figure out what it is that you need before investing. And then, of course, when you do invest, make sure that you know what those needs are, and do your research on the people that you're investing in. Have a conversation with them. Take their free sales calls. And you absolutely want to, gosh, I lost the word. You want to, qualify them just as much as they are qualifying you to see if you're a good ideal client. So to wrap this thing up quickly, yes, it is absolutely crucial for you to know what your values are. But when it comes to investing and having support, you want some kind of support system in place that's not only monetarily invested support. So I said I invested in Business Besties, but that is a time commitment investment where we help each other. That is not a money investment, although it could have been if I chose to be in a mastermind, right? But I went out there and just found these women myself, and they found me, and it became a thing. We became Business Besties and accountability partners on our own, right? And so getting that support system in place where you have people supporting you non-monetarily is absolutely just as crucial as investing in your journey when it comes to monetarily learning, gaining new skills, and getting the done for you services that you need in your business to save you time. So if you find your place in that spot where you don't have any support, because I know what that's like. Whenever I very first started my business, my husband wasn't fully on board. He didn't see these business endeavors that I was chasing for freedom and, to be able to have everything that I wanted in life. He didn't see that as like your traditional business. So he wasn't fully on board with me from the start. Sometimes he would kind of just like roll his eyes and shrug his shoulders or whatever. And so he wasn't always 100% backing me with what I was doing. He had to grow into that. Sometimes strangers are better supporters than the people who love us most. And that is just the honest truth, especially when it comes to business. So if you find your place in that spot where you don't have support, by all means, reach out to me in Facebook Messenger, or if I have extra calls on my schedule, schedule one of those suckers. I'm always open for a good coffee chat and just to talk with you and about your goals and the things that are going on and everything else. And then from there, we can figure out and strategize, what is it that you actually need? Again, this is just one of those things that I absolutely love to do. If you've ever been on a call with me and you see my strategy brain kick on, I am in passion mode, whether it's for free or being paid. So if you're sitting in that situation, by all means, schedule one of my calls. Let's talk it out. I know what it's like to be a verbal processor and need to just talk it out. And so schedule one of those calls. You don't have to have anything figured out. You don't even have to know that you want to work with me. And, by all means, you don't even have to work with me in the future. We can just process it and talk it out, have some girl talk, and then figure out what it is that you actually need, and you can be on your way. If it's me and you need my strategy and you need OBM services, good, great. But if not, I want you to know for sure that I am cheering for you from the sideline, and I'm right here. If you need me and you need that vulnerability and you need to be able to strategize with somebody and just talk it out and all those things, I'm here for you. So by all means, jump in my messenger or schedule a call. You're not going to be bothering me, and I will absolutely talk it out with you. And then you can be on your way in whatever direction is best for you, because that's what all of this is truly about. The alignment of you in your life and your business. You've got to make those decisions that are the best and most savviest decisions for you. And I'm here for that. All right, you guys, in the next episode, we're going to be talking about human design and personality and all the things and how this mixes with your business. And as you can already hear in my voice, I'm so excited. And then we'll be talking about mastering your actions and different things when it comes to that, and keeping flow in all of it for easy success and rapid success. So yeah, I'm excited about the next few episodes, and we'll talk soon.